Check 1 2, check 1 2 3 4. Hello. All right, good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist Grace Thornton here at KVUE News. Let's talk about what we're expecting as we head into the next 48 hours and then, of course, beyond from that. Of course, we've been talking about it all week long that we are expecting below average temperatures for next week. And it's going to be an extended period of very chilly temperatures. You know, of course, we see these big dips in temperatures here in Central Texas all the time, but a lot of the time they just don't last for that long. So this is kind of the first prolonged period of cold weather that we are going to see. However, we've got a warm up going on before that. So let's take a look at those conditions we're expecting at least for this weekend. As for now, we are under a dense fog advisory for many of us here in Central Texas. You can see this goes until 9 a.m. Right now it's 9:30, so they have extended this probably until about 10 a.m. because they're still seeing some areas of dense fog out there. So let's take a look at that current visibility map for us, because this is likely going to extend into the 10 a.m. hour as it is 9:35 a.m. now. So you can see areas along and west of I-35 certainly seeing some lowered visibilities. Now, this map doesn't look as bad as it did this morning. I would say certainly up towards areas like Pflugerville, Georgetown, of course, the Austin airport, been dealing with that hit or miss visibility all morning long. They were down to at least a quarter of a mile or even less out there, even Fredericksburg. So Gillespie County out there still dealing with a considerable amount of dense fog at the moment. Now, this dense fog advisory actually goes all the way to the north of us as well as down to the south and west. So you can see Austin right here on the map, but this extends all the way into that Edwards Plateau, all the way up towards San Angelo. This is affecting San Antonio. If you know family in and around those parts, or if you're still kind of headed out back from the holiday or heading towards your family for the first week of January, I don't know what you're doing, but there is some fog out there still kind of lingering around, especially out towards the Del Rio area as well. So that's what we're dealing with for the next probably hour or so. Temperatures are certainly comfortable across the area right now. We're in the 50s and 60s and going to be staying in the 60s all day long. So let's take a look at some of those live cameras out there. So downtown Austin certainly looking interesting right now. You can see those low level clouds out there. Oh, I got the Oasis cam. There we go. There's downtown. Yeah, you can see downtown. We've got those tops of the skyscrapers just kind of chopped off there. This does look a lot better from earlier this morning. I would say a lot of those low level clouds have started to lift a little bit. They're just, aren't lifted quite enough for them to expire that dense fog advisory that's out about right now. So going over to our other router, our camera out towards Lake Travis, you can certainly see the low level clouds there, very foggy, eerie look to the morning there. Now take these conditions and just kind of copy them and paste them for tomorrow morning. Let's take a look at our weekend forecast out here, because we are expecting just, kind of some weird changes as we head through the weekend, because we got that cold front that's on the way. And of course, we do have the potential for some patchy drizzle as well as that fog again for tomorrow. So when we start the day off on Saturday, again, patchy drizzle, patchy fog out there. The morning is going to start off pretty, muggy and warm, just like this morning. However, as we shift into the afternoon, that's when those wind speeds are going to pick things up and also clear things out. So first half of the day, muggy, warm, foggy, and also some drizzle out there. Second half of the day, we're going to clear things out, get a little bit more sunshine into the region, but it's also going to be quite blustery out there as well, gusting anywhere from 20 to even 30 miles per hour. So that's kind of your changes that you can expect on Saturday, and you can see certainly those temperatures will be comfortable enough for anybody. It's going to be about 73 degrees when all is said and done on Saturday. Now for Sunday, it's also a little bit weird because our temperatures are a bit flip-flopped. So usually, when you forecast for a regular day, it's pretty chilly in the morning and then it gets hotter as you head towards the afternoon. But we're going to flip-flop that for Sunday because that cold front is going to be moving in for the afternoon. So actually, we're going to start off Sunday with warmer temperatures in the morning likely to be in the 60s and the 70s. Then that cold front comes through in the afternoon and that cools us off throughout the day. So probably about 5 p.m. we're going to be sinking down into like the 40s and maybe even the upper 30s by like late dinner time hours as we head into our Sunday night. Of course, because that cold front is moving over us and we are expecting below average temperatures through next week. And again, this is throughout next week. And like I said at the beginning of this stream, we've not seen an extended period of very chilly temperatures like this. We've had maybe 1 or 2 days where we wake up to those near to below freezing temperatures. We haven't really seen a really hard freeze for the whole of central Texas yet, but we're probably going to start to see that next week. So no need to panic at the current moment. I would just say, because it is going to be quite warm this weekend and it doesn't look like we're going to be dealing with any severe weather or major weather impacts this weekend, I would say take your time, check around your property, cover up your pipes and things with those styrofoam covers, things like that is what you should be doing to prepare for next week, because again, this cold weather is not just going to last for 1 night or 2 nights. It's going to be like 5 nights in a row that we're going to be dealing with very cold temperatures like that. So something you need to prepare for. But again, this weekend is looking okay. Let's actually go into the actual temperatures that we're thinking for next week. So you can see it actually on our 7-day right now. I'll pull up that larger for you guys. So on Monday morning, 33, 32 degrees. That actually Monday morning might actually be our warmest morning of the week next week, surprisingly enough, just because that cold front won't have totally worked through just yet. But by Monday afternoon, we're in the 40s, staying in the 40s for Tuesday. Some of us may get to that 50-degree mark, and then we kind of reinforce that cool weather as we head into the middle and the latter half of this next week. And of course, Wednesday and Thursday, include Friday in that as well. I know it's not included on the 7-day, but Wednesday through Friday of next week, we're watching for that chance for maybe a little bit of winter precipitation. Now, we have really not honed down basically any details so far, just that there is the chance that we could see something like that. Whether it's going to be, I almost said hail. Hail's got nothing to do with this. That's severe weather. But it's anything like sleet, snow, ice, or rain. All of those 4 things are totally possible with this event kind of moving through. For right now, or at least from this morning, I will pull up our model comparisons side by side. And for right now, both of our main global weather models are showing just rain for the current moment. So I'll pull that a little bit larger for you guys so you can see. So this is next Thursday. And again, the chance for winter precipitation doesn't just lie on Thursday. It's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We've got a couple of things we're tracking. Both of these models are not Not very similar on timeline. That European model actually gives us way less of a chance for rain as we head through Friday too, but actually the GFS model is keeping the chance for rain or sleet or snow. It's actually keeping it around through Friday as well. So the length and the impacts just looks totally different for both of these models right now. So I just don't really want to hone in on any details because there simply just are no real details that we can split apart for you guys. Just the detail that we're watching for the potential for the severe weather. Now, what I'd rather talk about is the freezing conditions, because I think we really are going to see quite a bit of freeze, maybe some frost across our area as we head towards next week. Now, for this weekend, we've got nothing to worry about because look at these temperatures as we head through Friday and Saturday. We are definitely going to be seeing low temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Of course, we're still going to be dealing with the potential for a little bit of fog, a little bit of that patchy drizzle through Saturday morning. And then comes Sunday and Monday, you see those temperatures really start to drop. These forecasted temperatures that I'm showing you right now, these are for the Austin Metro. These are not for the Hill Country. Hill Country areas are certainly going to be seeing 28 degrees or less, which can be considered a hard freeze. And again, this is going to be consecutive days in a row, so you really want to make sure that you are taking your chances to protect your property and just making sure everything's kind of squared away for next week, because that's certainly what we're going to be dealing with out towards those outskirts of town. In town, of course, we're still going to be seeing freezing to below freezing temperatures as well. So if you're living in town, just, again, prepare your property for a cool down. Frost to light freeze to hard freeze. Yeah, this is going to be like below the frost, likely frost possible. Like we're certainly going to see freezing temperatures across the area as we head throughout next week. Yeah, so what is the time? 9:47. All right, I'll go back through our weekend forecast as well as recover the lower temperatures that we're expecting to see next week, and then I can let you guys go. And of course, you guys can join us for a midday that starts at 11 a.m. And of course, we'll cover any updates that are happening out there as well, because we will have some updates. Usually those global weather models that I was showing you just a little bit ago, they have, we do it in Z time at 12Z, which is actually 8 a.m. here. They have a big update, and they'll show us exactly what they're thinking, or the newest update rather, for that winter weather concern that we have for next week. So I'll check on that before midday, and then you guys can watch midday and of course get those updates as well. It just takes a while to put it all into the graphics, so I won't have those graphics ready for another hour or so. All right, so our weekend forecast, we are going to be dealing with very similar conditions like we are this morning. There may be another dense fog advisory out for us tomorrow due to the chance for the patchy fog as well as the patchy drizzle out there. So if you are, traveling tomorrow, just make sure that you are, taking things slow on the roads, because it could be another kind of slippery and foggy start out there. So that's the start of our weekend. Then we move into the very blustery conditions that is Saturday afternoon. I actually do have some high-res modeling pulled up for our future wind gusts that will be tomorrow. Here's a look at 5 a.m. So you can see this is mostly going to affect the Hill Country with those gusts of about 20 to 30 miles per hour across the area. We could even see, there's some 20s over there towards LaGrange and Fayette County, down towards Luling and Lockhart. So it's going to be a pretty breezy afternoon and evening for you guys. And then on Sunday, of course, that's the day when our cold front is going to move through the area. And I talked about this a little bit ago if you're just joining us, but we're going to flip-flop our temperatures. So you'll see that our low temperature isn't that much different than our high temperature. That's just because like I said, that cold front is moving throughout the afternoon. So we're going to start off Sunday with very warm temperatures in the morning, and then we're just going to keep on falling as we head through the afternoon. And eventually late night Sunday, we're going to be dealing with temperatures in the 30s. And of course, we're heading towards freezing for Monday morning. So that's what's going to be happening on Sunday. if you're waking up early on Sunday, that's probably the best time to get out and about because it will be the warmest. And then as we head through the afternoon, you'll see that, that drop in temperatures. It will just be less and less likely that you're going to want to go outside and enjoy the warm weather. There is not going to be any warm weather for Sunday night. So that's what you got to look forward to for this weekend. Now, overall, these are pretty nice conditions. Like I said before, if you just want to take this time this weekend to prepare your property, make sure things are covered up, your pipes and such. Got a plan for your pets and your family and friends because next week is going to be cold, and it's not just going to be cold for Monday morning. It's going to be cold for the extension of the week next week, the whole work week. So we're going to be waking up to temperatures below or at freezing for all of us across Central Texas. That includes the Austin metro and of course areas around town as well. So of course our high temperatures for the next 48 hours are going to be in the 70s. We drop to the 40s for those high temperatures Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You can include Thursday and Friday into this as well. But let's take a look at those low temperatures because we are certainly going to be seeing quite a drop. 64 to about 34 on Monday morning. That's about 20-degree drop difference, or 30 degrees. I'm not that great at math, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday. Of course, all of those temperatures will be between like 32 degrees, 28 degrees. And I honestly think that some of our hill country areas will probably get down to maybe like 19 or 20 degrees. I think that's certainly possible for some of these days next week. We already see sometimes in the mornings that even Leander is at like 25 degrees when everybody else is at like 30. So it's certainly possible to get those really chilly pockets down in those river valleys. So that's what I'm expecting for next week. You want to keep out those, your sweaters, your sweater dresses, all those jackets and stuff. Make sure that those are on hand because while we are going to be dealing with the cold weather, of course, all week long, like I said, we are also going to be dealing with the potential for some winter weather. So let's go back through our winter weather forecast, or at least what we know so far. Now, for the moment, we don't know much. A 20% chance on Wednesday. This winter, or watching for winter weather right here, I would even go for like a 10% chance at this moment. Those models have changed a lot in the past 24 hours, and I'm just not seeing a lot of congruence for Wednesday. It's more so for Thursday that I think they're starting to get their act together a little bit, but even for Thursday, it's looking like rain at this moment. That may change. That may change a lot. But of course, this is like 6 to 7 days out. So there's a lot of uncertainty with these models. I'll pull this a little bit bigger so you can see easier. So through next Thursday, again, the potential for the winter weather or the winter precipitation is going to be Wednesday through Friday. So this is just a look at Thursday. And then of course, between the European model and the American model, there's just so much going on, The GFS model gives us chances for snow on Wednesday, while Wednesday is completely dry for the European model. And then on Friday, it has, snow piling over Dallas. And then, it's just completely different every single day, every time they're updated. So until we see a little bit more of a similarity, something that we can kind of latch onto to give us a little bit more confidence, I honestly don't even like showing this on air. But it's just, it's something to look at, and we like to keep you guys in the know, just as we are finding out new updates every 4 hours or so. It's it's just nice to let the public know exactly what you're thinking and what the odds are for these types of things. So I think I said this yesterday in a tweet. I would latch on to the cold weather forecast. I just would not latch on to the potential for the winter precipitation just yet. I think if you guys are watching us this weekend, by Sunday, we're going to know a lot more information, and that will be about 3 or 4 days out from the potential for that winter precipitation. So I would wait until then to kind of make more decisions with your property, or if you have any travel that might be going on late next week. I think that would be a good thing to, plan ahead for, of course. All right, so I'll leave you guys with that 7-day forecast for y'all. Here's a look at it. Of course, the cold front coming through Sunday night into Monday. Be prepared for the cold weather, not so much the winter weather, because we just don't know yet if we're going to see sleet or snow or rain, or maybe a mix of all of those things for Wednesday and Thursday. So, of course, we'll let you guys know here on KVUE.com. We've got updates every few hours or so for all of our digital articles, and you guys can join me on midday. That starts at 11 a.m. here on KVUE.